inside a closed building. You inside Walmart, you in a closed building. You inside Target, you in a closed building. The whole thing is a fucking closed building because the ventilation can pass it around. You want to be outside. But you got closed buildings, open, and it's essential. Like, fuck out of here, man. Like, encapsuled building. I'm not talking about closed building. I'm talking about, like, you know what I mean, inside the building. They saying that you got to be outside now. And you letting the inside building shit still run. Imagine how many motherfuckers catch a corona by going shopping, grocery shopping. And that big building, and it got a roof, and it just spraying all that shit everywhere. Like, come on, my nigga. They trying to break everybody. Everybody. In that case, shut Walmart down. Shut all that shit down. Period. Fuck it. Shut 7-Eleven down. Shut all the little, you know what I mean, the little quick stops and shit like that. Them shits is open. Like, come on, my nigga. They trying to break y'all, bro. They trying to break everybody. Period. America is so easy to come out here and make some money. They trying to take it off. They trying to starve niggas, break us. Fuck the economy up. You can't work unless you got some tech computer shit going on or whatever. You can't really work. You know what I mean? They are fucking up America, period. We was the most powerful, the richest. Now we're going to be the poorest out here. Straight up. I'm ending on that. We going into being the poorest. And I always said that they going to erase the fucking middle class. I never thought that I'd see the day where the operation, I'm like, yo, I'm seeing what they slowly but surely doing. There's certain shit that they doing. I'm like, oh, they trying to erase the middle class. They just want to be rich and poor. Wealthy and poor. You know what I mean? Middle class, you could be rich too. So they want to be wealthy and fucking poor. No middle class. And they taking out the middle class motherfuckers that just been having a motherfucking they restaurant for 30 years. Family that pass it down from generation to generation. 40-year barbershops, 40-year nail salons and hair salons and shit like that. 40-year whatever they got going, nightclubs, whatever they got going, restaurant. And right now, they say you can't work. You can't open your shit. You're going to get fined. You're going to go to jail. They're trying to either force you to do these vaccination shots or force you to go broke. One of the two. One of the two. And the vaccination shots from me seeing that lady pass out, it don't look too hot to me. I'm not too convinced. When motherfuckers got Bell palsy and shit, and half they face melting off and shit from taking this shot. I'm not convinced. I'm sorry. I'm not convinced. But they want to pay you to take the shot, I heard. They want to pay you to take the shot. Have they ever tried to pay you to take a flu shot, any type of, like, why are they trying to get you to take this shot so bad? I'll wait. They trying to fuck everybody up. You think everybody gonna get the same shot? You think the ghetto gonna get the same vaccination that the fucking Beverly Hills gonna get? No. That's why so many different fucking vaccination companies. It's like 3 or 4 of them motherfuckers going at one time. Yeah, because one for the rich, one for this, and one for that, and one for that. And in that case, why have so many different companies and then put them all through at one time instead of just going with one company? Because you got different divisions attack different type of groups and different type of levels of fucking people, period. And different type of motherfuckers, yeah. They're going to put them shits in the hood, the fucked up bad versions, you know what I mean, the Bell palsy versions and the shit that had you knocked out and, you know what I mean, they're going to put that, but the shit they gave Trump, that nigga just popped back the next day. Literally, the shit that they gave the government officials and they popped back the next day, niggas ain't passing out and got Bell palsy, none of that. But watch when you get in the hood, nigga, wow, your jaw sinking, nigga, and yeah, it's all bad. So, yeah, they ain't gonna get a real dosage, the Trump dosage that they gave that nigga when he caught it to you in the neighborhood. Hell nah. No, and fuck no. No. Mm-mm. just like they got different school shots. When kids go to school, they got a certain type of shot for just niggas or the minority. You know what I mean? That gives you autism, that gives you ADHD, all that extra shit. That shot that gave them that before they went to school. They don't put that shot in the rich neighborhood in Beverly Hills and giving these kids autism. Like, my son has autism. You know what I mean? This is too real for y'all. My son has autism. You know what I see in this class? Asian, Mexican, Indian, black. I don't see one motherfucking white kid that has autism in this class. I'm like, why it ain't no white kids? Why I only see all black, Mexican, Indian, Chinese? Not one white kid in that motherfucker with autism. I'm like, okay, it's designed. This shit is designed. This shit is designed, my nigga. And if a white kid do got autism, he's in the neighborhood. I bet that nigga don't live in Beverly Hills. I bet that nigga don't live in, if you in Houston, I bet that nigga don't live in Sugarland. I mean, what is it called, Sugarland? If you in Arizona, I bet that nigga don't live in, what this shit called, man? If you in Miami, I bet Palm Beach or Star Island. Like, come on, my nigga. Star Island kids ain't getting no autism. Period. It's not happening. Period. It's not happening. No, don't take your son's information from me. No, please don't. Please don't. Please don't. This is an outside looking in. And I just, doing an observation from my son's class. Period. That's it. I'm not a scientist. I'm not a doctor. None of that shit. We just chopping it up. Like how niggas chop it up. And how, you know what I mean? You chopping it up. You can have ideas and fake. You know what I mean? Like, yo, this shit sound fishy. Sound real fishy, my nigga. Is it fact? I don't know. But from what it looked like, from an outsider that didn't play the game, I see where it's going for the championship. You know what I mean? I see they trying to dope everybody up. That's why when the kids get on that, when the kids got ADHD and autism and all, they get them on the Ritalin, they get them on the pills. That's heroin, man. That's a pill form of heroin, my nigga. Got these motherfuckers fiending for heroin. Kids. You gonna put a kid on a dosage of heroin in a class, and the kid's so high he can't even focus in class. The kid gotta wait till he, you know what I mean? The high go down and start focusing. You got a little ass kid on this high doses of drugs in the pill form. So come on, my nigga. And these kids go crazy off of that shit. And they end up being dolphins and shit and eating this shit and becoming addicts when they grow up. It's planting seeds, to make them dependent on this pill, to make them dependent on this pharmaceutical drugs. That's on some Pablo Escobar shit, because they sell liquid heroin and heroin in the pill form. So, hey, choose your poison, but my kid ain't on none of that shit. We ain't doing no pills, none of that, man. Period. He's Gucci. We ain't fucking with none of that. Straight up. I don't do no flu shots, none of that shit, bro. Period. You could do my blood work. That's it. You know what I mean? We ain't doing no flu shots, none of that shit, man. Tetanus shot, none of that shit, bro. I get my checkup every year, nigga. We ain't doing none of that, nigga. And I don't even need to do blood work because I'm married, but we gonna do blood work just to see for other shit. Because when you do that blood work, you can detect anything that's going down in your body. So, yeah, I do that blood work, give them some blood and let them, you know what I mean, do my motherfucking physical. But I'm not doing no motherfucking flu shots, none of that shit. Period. None of that. Straight up. Man, my doctor give me a choice, man. You want to take the flu shot? Nah, fuck that. I'm cool. I don't tell him fuck that. I'm like, I'm straight. You want this shot, the tetanus shot? When the last time you had a tetanus shot? I don't want it. I'm cool. What the tetanus shot do? Well, wait, I don't need it. I'm cool. Well, I had one. I'll lie and say I had one. I ain't take the shot, a flu shot, none of them shots, nigga. Period. Fuck them shots. Straight up. You took the flu shot, Janico? I'm cool. I'm cool on all that shit. Yeah, I don't trust this is what they did to my son. You know what I mean? That nigga went to take shots to go to preschool. You know what I mean? And the school shots gave him autism. You know what I mean? He was never acting like that from 1 to 4. You get him all the way up to 4. You take these shots, and then he's bouncing off the wall. So, yeah, I seen what them shots did to my son. I don't want to take none of them goddamn shots. Period. At all. Okay. See, bruh said doctors make money, extra money, every time a patient takes a shot that they recommended. So that's why my doctor asked me, do I want to take a shot? And if I say, yeah, he gets paid because he recommended. Okay. So it's a hustle. This nigga ain't even there for your health. Hey, you want to take a shot? This nigga about to get commission off of that. Cool. Yeah, you learn something new every day, nigga. I ain't know that. That's why they always offering shots, nigga. You want to take a shot? No, nigga, I don't need no shots, nigga. How my shit look? My chart good? Deuces, nigga. Fuck you talking about taking a flu shot, nigga. Do I got the flu? I did. Fuck you talking about? Want a flu? No, nigga. Am I sick? I did, nigga. Fuck you talking about, nigga. Period. Now put me on these iron pills that you said. I need some iron pills, man. Go give my little iron pill, you know what I mean? My little medication. You know what I mean? My script for my iron pills. You know what I mean? Take my iron pills so many days. Okay, cool. That's the only thing I've had to do. Take some iron pills. Did that shit. It was a wrap. I'm back on point. Period. Straight up. Other than that, my nigga, I take some pills. I ain't taking no shot. And those iron pills, those ain't Ritalin. It ain't Prozac. It ain't none of the crazy shit. Iron pills. You know what I mean? Hold on, man. Hot shots. Niggas been hot shots. Yeah, that shit is a hustle. That shit is all a hustle, bro. Period, bro. So that doctor shit is a hustle, man. He said, JoJo Capone seen the paperwork on Choke No Joke. Choke No Joke, man, that's the homie, man. Whatever him and JoJo Capone going through, man, that's them. I ain't got nothing to say about that. That's between them two dudes, you know what I mean? I ain't never met JoJo Capone, but I respect him, you know what I mean? He a real one, you know what I mean, from Chicago, you know what I mean, from what I heard, you know what I mean? For the people that I know from Chicago, he a real one. And I'll just leave it at that, man. That's some dude's problem, period. You know what I mean? I ain't got nothing to do with that. You know, just like when I did the interview with Reggie Wright. You know what I mean? Press with Reggie Wright too. He got COVID, he in the hospital. You know what I mean? So press with Reggie Wright. He got COVID. But when Reggie Wright was saying his response to Choke No Joke and talking about, you know, the paperwork and whatnot, you know what I mean? That's them. You know what I mean? I don't got no, like, him and Choke had some funk or whatever, and he wanted to respond to the shit. So, but do I feel like, hey, man, it is what it is, bro. I don't feel like how Reggie feel about Choke. Now, Choke, that's personal street shit. He got to deal with it. That's it. You know what I mean? I ain't got nothing to do with that. But I got love for all parties, period. I ain't no enemy of the state. I got love for everybody. You know what I mean? So hopefully them brothers work it out. You know what I mean? JoJo Capone doing this thing. You know what I mean? That boy, that boy lit, man. Shout out to JoJo Capone, man. He shot something at 8 too. You know what I mean? The whole 8 and Faison thing started from JoJo Capone. He even brought me up in the shit. You know what I mean? So, yeah, shout out them dudes though. I ain't got no problem with nobody, even Faison. Feel me? Yeah. She said, prove the facts, you easy. Y'all want to go deep, but y'all don't want to go deep. Why we the enemy of the world, my nigga? Because they know something that we don't know. And I'm in it on that. Once we figure that out, you know what I mean, we'll know what the fuck we are. You know what I mean? And know that that's why shit is what it is. How we produce and how we rock and how that is. Yeah. Once you figure that out, then you master Rubik's Cube. You know what I mean? I can't tell you because it's just my point of view and other people's point of view. I don't want to steer you. It's like people that say, oh, it's a flat earth. Nah, nigga, that's just somebody's point of view. Prove it. Prove that shit, nigga. Period. Because everything else out there ain't flat. It's round in a motherfucker. Period. So prove that shit. Unless everything else is gonna be flat and then spinning around. You know what I mean? Imagine Saturn flat with the ring around the shit. Niggas say some wild shit sometimes. So at the end of the day, man, and then I ain't going into that old crazy shit. But definitely, man. Everybody got different type of beliefs and shit. And I just don't want to put my belief out there like that. You know what I mean? But just know that you're something different and you're something special. I ended on that. That's why we the most hated. You know? Since day one. Know what you are. Appreciate what you are. Love what you are. You know? Period. We look different for a reason. Our hair is different for a reason, man. Period. Know that. You know what I mean? We look different for a reason. But, fuck all that Illuminati talk. Yada! No more Illuminati talk. Let's get to these Christmas gifts. Let's get to these Christmas gifts. Oh shit, I got me a PS5. Uh-oh, I got me a PS5. Uh-oh, yo. Nigga, you know how hard it is to get this motherfucker. Nigga, it is hard out here for a pimp, nigga. Wifey got two of them motherfuckers, nigga. One for my son and one for me, man. I still ain't open this bitch, but it is hot out here for a pimp to get this motherfucker. It's heavy in the bitch, too. This shit feel like a Mac computer, like the old one, nigga. This motherfucker heavy as spaghetti, my nigga. Shit. It was weight for this mother, like a 50-pound joint right there. That shit at least is off 30 pounds, 35 pounds, my nigga. That shit heavy. It's heavy as fuck. That motherfucker heavy, man. Period. Yeah. Okay, bro. You said they've been doing sacrifices. Okay, bro. We got that. I'm way back. Hold on. You said this shit gonna be ticking. Hold on. You said it's gonna be working 24/7. You're knocked out, but still hanging on to the box. You said Xbox better? I'm a PlayStation nigga, man. I'm sorry. I'm been Sony since goddamn Sega Genesis. Sega Genesis, man. I've been Sony and yeah. This is way back then, my nigga. They had to step they shit up. Nintendo stepped they shit up. They said, fuck it, PlayStation. So yeah, I've been Sony since way back then, my nigga. Period. Had to step their weight up. They always had the best games though. Like I come from when game consoles only had games that was specifically for their console. Now they got games that's for every console. Nigga, if you had that goddamn Genesis, nigga, you had fucking Ninja Gaiden, shit that nigga, you was playing Tecmo Bowl on Nintendo. They didn't have no Ninja Gaiden and shit like that. Like it was special games. You know what I mean? Tecmo Bowl, you couldn't play Tecmo Bowl on Sega. You know what I mean? So those video, you know what I mean, consoles had special games just for that console. Now it's universal. Every console can play every fucking game. Period. So Sega, you know what I mean, Genesis, you know what I mean, and PlayStation has always been ahead of the game to me. As far as just their own games. They had the best games. Period. They had the best games. So I fuck with them. Nintendo is dope. Nintendo straight. I ain't got no problem with Nintendo. Big Boy Moves coming up. Like I told y'all, we did the shit with Impact. That should be dropping on the Grandmaster J interview should be dropping on Gangster Chronicles. It's supposed to drop tonight. I don't know. But this week, definitely, I mean, few days, man. They got so much shit on this little soapbox. It's ridiculous, man. Sacramento, I see you on the late tap in, nigga. I see you, boy. Oh, I done lit the blunt up the wrong way, Jose. I'm cool. Have you ever did that, lit the blunt up the wrong way? That shit ain't the business, my friend. I'm cool. You said, okay, have you been on Doggy Diamonds? I've been on Doggy. You gotta go check it out. Yeah, I did an interview on Doggy Diamonds. Not an interview, I called in, actually. I called in. You know what I mean? I called in. No, I think I did an interview. I did an interview with Doggy, but Doggy is my partner. You know what I mean? Him and Still, they run Digital Soapbox Network, so they're my partners, man. Doggy Diamonds, yeah, he down with the mob, man. Shout out Doggy out there he ain't on the East Coast no more. He's down south, man. Shout out to Doggy Diamonds. That's my OG, man. We partners in this shit, man. Period. Right now, nigga said when I'm smoking, I'm fucking with my cousin tonight, man. I'm on the hello. Shout out KP, man. On the hello. The A's pack, you feel me? That yellow and green, baby. Oakland A's status, you feel me? Town business, man. Hello. I'm on the hello, man. You feel me? Straight up, shout out KP. That's my cousin. You know? Mm-hmm. Mixed with a little Culado. Glass of Culado in there, you know what I mean? A party pack Culado mixed with the hello. You know what I mean? I'll always keep that rocking. Yuck Mouth CML collabo. I'm with it. But I'm gonna tell you what I am gonna do with Yuck Mouth and Simba. Me and Simba about to do it. Simba is dope as fuck. Period. Simba from Antioch. That nigga's a monster. Y'all heard about Simba, nigga. Go do your research, nigga. Go to LA Leakers, nigga. Go look at them freestyles, nigga. He's an animal. Period. He's from up north, nigga. Bay Area, nigga. Yeah, I mean, so yeah, I'm about to link up with him, man. You know, I like linking him with the new hot fire niggas, man. The niggas that you know what I mean? I like to hook with the boys, you know what I mean? The bar spitters, man. He the new dude coming from the Bay Area that's got dumbass gas and swag, man. So salute to him, man. You know what I mean? I'm about to do one with Simba, my nigga. Straight up, my nigga. That's how you do it. Period. You know? On the EA ski track, EA ski sent me the maniest beat, and I'm like, who I'm gonna put on this motherfucker? Cause this is a bar. This a bar guy beat. You better go on this beat, nigga. MCA sent one of the ones where you better just. It ain't that you know what I mean? It's that one where you better just go crazy. So I'm like, okay. I could always go with who I always go with. I'm like, let me, you know what I mean, do something with the youngsters, you know what I mean, the new wave, you know what I mean, period. But still gassing on how I gas, you know what I mean? So I'm like, okay, let me get Simba on this one. This gonna be nice, you know what I mean? I'll probably get Keek on the hook. Oh my lord. Home run. Period. Home fucking run. So yeah, I like to show love to just all the hot niggas, you know what I mean? No Frank Ocean, but all the motherfuckers coming up out the Bay that got love for me, man. I got love for y'all, period, man. I fuck with everybody from the underground to the top niggas to niggas coming up to all that, nigga. I fuck with all levels, my nigga, period. To niggas that just got a bag and they just want a Yuck verse just play in the car, nigga. Fuck it, baby. Ooh, I got Yuck on the shit. You hear it, nigga? Ah. Be some niggas with just hella money. They just want to spend for a verse and you never hear it come out. That's a nigga that's just playing the verse in the car. Like, yeah, nigga, you see what I do, nigga. So you got nigga. You know what I mean? He said, tell a Gov story. Now, Gov was an animal, man. I can't, let's see. Let me see a PC Gov story. Man, it's all disrespectful, man. Cause I'll be disrespecting another artist, another rap artist. Like, I can't do that, man. I can't. I can't do that, man. That's my cousin too, and then my family been getting on me. You know what I mean? Like I did some shit and broke down, like you know how me and Gov, you know, split up and how we was damn near funking, and I broke that down on one of my YouTube. You know what I mean? Family.
Yes. LA Leakers, just incredible. DJ Sour Milk in the East Bay done stepped into the LA
Area, we here.
When I own a prize like Fetty Wap, I went into a pool full of money and did a belly flop. Hey, Jay, I was on the phone with Wallow and he was telling me to watch out for these hoes I knock. Okay. I had to tell him that I ain't no nigga who just started getting pussy cause his song got hot. I had a car before I had a daydream. Okay. I had a crib before I knew how to cook when I was like 18. Most nights it was top ramen and baked beans, but I thug it out before asking moms for anything. Yeah. Now I'm in the hills with no service, trying to dodge bitches who fucking without a purpose. I will never let a woman make me feel less of a man because I don't want to buy a Perkin. Send me back to the streets and I send you back to your mama house. Happy hour dining, free drinks, and back to your mama couch. You just want a nigga with status to feel established, but it ain't enough room in this foreign for all your baggage. There's a certain addiction with niggas and tricking that make it hard for women to tell who isn't. See, you sort of Jordan Pippen, you scoring the system. I'm like Stockton and Malone. Once I pick 'em, I'm on roll. I'm gonna hit 'em and get gone. I know that's probably wrong, but I married this money and I can't break a happy home. We about to drop the tape, so it's time that I set the tone. Got me in my zone. Bay Area, we on. Look. Wait. Okay,
what a fire extinguishers that here, man.
I tell him, what I say? Hey, to all y'all in my DM about a feature, I'm only giving verses for the leakers. I done worked too hard to give verses this hard for niggas who budget that can't cover my sneakers. Lord Jesus. My bars on some best shit. Rookie of the year, I've been on my Louis Belt shit. They tell me slow it down for a second. But I'm like a crackhead who don't listen, I just can't help it. The mood on Mamba, look how he been in the genre. He's so big papa. Who else can make 8 different flows doing entendre? I can double them, I can triple them, I can chop them. I can speed the flow up, slow them down, and swap. Like I can pretty much do anything but stop. I come from a place where they hate to see you on top, but love when you on the block. And once you start getting money, they look at you like a op. My mama always said treat the janitor like a boss, cause everybody plays a role to keep you from taking a loss. Honesty is preferred, respect is what you earn, and trust is something you gain when loyalty is returned. I'm out in church plotting on property in the burbs, trying not to splurge and get the ghetto back from the nerds. This $1 billion vision, that's word to my nigga Bird. Can't be behind gates from a selfish mistake. These niggas wait until it's too late to do straight, to try to recycle the same people that they threw away. Never get paper to turn plastic. Bottle your actions and chasing your satisfaction through bitches' reactions. Give me another one.
Go crazy. Wait a minute. This the LA Leaks.
Hey, when they start talking that top 5 new West Coast artists, that Reason and Boogie, yeah, put me in there. They gotta put me in there.
Talk your
They
shit.
gotta put me in there.
Let's keep going. Shout Reason, shout Boogie. Simba's in the building, though.
Yes, sir. You know why they got...
I got this on that.
Thank you, David. And Giannis fills it down. And so here's Cleveland. 6-point lead. Sexton gets the junior. 1:43 left in the fourth quarter. In the corner, Drummond with it. Pass to junior. Just 5 to shoot. Free ball. Harper with the rebound. Good in the corner. And the foul called on junior. That's foul number 2 for him. And Cleveland making a change here. Bucks checked in. We've got 1:23 left in the game. Jordan with this speed on hook. And you go.
He's a key guy to have running that particular set. I mean, Durant is not a guy who makes a lot of mistakes in the pick and roll.
60 with this straight out of the Here's Love. Reeves is in the winning triple. Love's got 4 points this quarter.
It's been like this all night with both teams. Offensively, having any long reaction so far has been short-lived because there have been nothing but buckets in this one.
For the finish, and Junior throws it down.
There you go.
Great instincts there for Junior. Staying alert on defense and being rewarded with the pumping time.
Ladies, back into hits. And this hit on the triple. Guys, that would be the best that he would see.
No question. That would be all she wrote.
Junior with it. He's picked up by Jordan. And there's Drummond. That's good on the assist by Junior. Drummond's got the lead up to 10 now for the Cavs. And George Katie with it. He brings up the ball for Brooklyn. Here's Irving. And it's Junior with the rebound. And here are the Cavaliers. Inside. This is the Rowan. Backing the ball is Junior. So this is the Cavaliers taking the lead.
Just God.
Five games of Hoops on Christmas Day. We got your top 10 plays right here on NBA.com. At number 10, James Johnson gift wraps this pass between his knees for a Tim Hardaway three, and Dallas gets in at number 10. Moving along to number 9, Michael Porter Jr. creates the turnover, then runs the other way, and Nikola Jokic puts a bow on the number 9 play. At 8, Steph setting up the rookie with the Christmas cookie. Curry finds us one Wiseman, James Wiseman, who hammers this one in at number 8. Back out to LA for number 7. Time winding down in the half, and Schroeder needs a shooter. Sliding onto the scene last minute like Rudolph, Kyle fits the profile and ends the half in style for the purple and gold. They get in at number 7 and 6. Third quarter winding down, and Brandon Ingram's got all-star awareness, so he's not going to share this. Ingram sings him, putting the star on top of the 3 to get in at number 6 for the New Orleans Pelicans. In at number 5, Steph Curry gives Holiday a nibble, then goes right past him with the in-and-out dribble. The defender's got to honor the three-point goat, so Steph glides right by him and hits him with the float. At number 4, Kyrie lobs him up to the man breaking free. On top of the chimney, it's DeAndre the Giant, an airborne tyrant, coming in at number 4. On to number 3. The three-point goat don't always float. From the North Pole with soul, Steph with more range than Santa on Christmas Eve as he drills this heave at number 3. At number 2, Goran Dragic is coming to town. First, he goes gonzo on Lonzo, behind the back and hanging at the rack as he pushes right on through to land at number 2. But the top shelf elf is Jason Tatum himself, spinning and fading with the rock to beat the shot clock. Tatum.
So Cleveland will get first possession. Drummond, high post. Pass to Junior. And he's going for the oop here. And the jam by Drummond.
Love to see the pass there from Junior. Get others involved. That attitude is great for the ball club.
Outside the left. It's stolen by Garland. And here's Junior. Inside. And the jam by Drummond.
Junior, no stranger to making plays on offense. Great instincts.
About a minute into this first quarter. Hurting with it. Pass to Prince. It's stolen by Drummond. Now here's Love. Junior finds Love. And down it goes. 2 points.
There's no doubt about Kevin Love. He's going to take what the defense gives him that time inside.
Outside Irving. And thanks for the layup. The defensive effort was lacking a bit, but hey, give them credit for finding a weakness there.
It's really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
To the wing on the left. Junior outside. And he allows it up top. And the jam by Drummond. Showing off some mobility there. When Drummond rolls like this, he's hard to stop his big goal. Inside. And slammed up by Jordan.
But how many times do we see highlights like this? DeAndre Jordan loves bringing the hammer.
Jr. Shot clock at 5. Cleveland needs to get off a shot. And Love with the basket. Obviously by Junior. Junior's got a stiff assist in this one.
And making everything and look confident. 5 shots, 5 makes.
Now here's Irving. Running by Garland. Irving against Drummond. It's good.
Like Kyrie is just never afraid of the challenge in front of him. Tougher the situation, it seems like the tougher he plays.
On the wing, Junior. Pounded by Harris. And you can't leave the basket unprotected. Bad things will happen to you. Yeah, that was just way too easy.
Will not find a higher percentage opportunity than that.
Over to the wing. Yeah, against Tennessee. He's off with a layup. I mean, I think that was their first miss of the game. They could just roll. Castanets. A minute 20 left in the first quarter here. And here's Junior outside. And the Cavaliers are another lead.
What you say? Hold on. What did he say? Oh yeah, man. Off top, man. Rest in peace to Seagram, man. But yeah, that was a deep one, man. Because if I would have sold that song to C, we wouldn't have never got signed. Period. That song was sold. I can't say it no more. Seagram would have bought that shit out. It would have been his song. And I'm an underground nigga in the hood, just selling dope and can rap. Niggas didn't know. You know what I mean? Period. So once he found out, you know, it is what it is. But shout to Jay Prince and shout to C because he put me on his album after that. You know what I mean? Right before he passed, we did a song called Sieg and Yuck Riding for his album on Rap A Lot. And the combination of that song and us being signed to Virgin Records where Rap A Lot had they deal with, and us being label mates and being in the studio together using the same producers and shit, that's how I got my deal with Rap A Lot. Period. So God is good, you know. It took a long time. I thought it was gonna be straight off the ice cream, man. Like, nigga, I'm gonna rap a lot. This nigga C called me. It didn't happen that way, you know. Rest in peace to the big homie, though. He said, hold on. Oh, he said, I want to hear Unity Delinquents. Hell yeah. You can have all that shit. A Steve-O story. It's a story night, man. This is y'all gift. This is y'all Christmas gift. All these little stories this shit y'all want. Steve-O story. This nigga's a maniac, man. Allegedly. Steve-O gets called. A nigga called Steve-O for a verse, man. Now, Steve-O, he wants his money, man. So he tell the nigga he wants 7,000. And he gonna pull up. Like, Steve-O like a couple cities away from where the nigga at. So Steve-O drives to where this nigga at, like hours, like 10 hours or some shit like that. Get to this nigga's spot, and this nigga don't got the 7,000. This nigga like got 1,000. He like, I gotta go. Like, shit, man, can you work with me? And Steve-O, like, hell nah. So one of the Steve-O niggas, man, start locking doors and shit. His nigga just shut the whole premises down. Like, nigga, nobody leaving until he get his 7,000. Period. Nigga, get on the phone, call your niggas, and have these niggas drop some money. I'm lying, I'm flying, my nigga. So Sibo Raw Dog, nigga, took over and had niggas dumping off money to that shit added up to $7,000. Them niggas got that money and left. They didn't do no verse or nothing, nigga. It's like, nigga, that's for having us waiting around for some bullshit and driving. So Sibo is a fucking savage. This nigga said, nobody leaving, nigga. Tell your nigga to come with the 7,000. Hell of niggas was dumping off money. It was about 10 different niggas that dumped off money to get that 7,000, man. Yeah, man. I got there West Coast Mafia niggas ain't playing, man. You know, Sibo just kicking back in the cut. He had to do nothing. You know, but the West Coast Mafia took over. Nigga, like, hold on, nigga, what? You ain't what, nigga? What? Bro, we just drove out here, bro. Good. We just drove out. You know, they Crips and shit. So yeah, they shut that shit down, man, and make sure Bo got his money how your niggas should. You know what I mean? When you roll with a clique of niggas, man, if they ain't got your best interest, why roll with them? You know what I mean? And his niggas clearly showed that they had his best interest. Bro didn't have to say a word. They seen a nigga, like, frown, and they like, oh, no, nigga, that ain't cool. He didn't say shit. They nigga just like, what? And then the whole, for real, they shut it down, nigga. You better call this, yeah, in his own house. They came up with that 7 bands, nigga, them niggas scooted and didn't do no verse. Nigga, Steve-O was a savage. Only for y'all, man. West Coast Mafia niggas is a savages, boy. Period. They ain't playing, nigga, about Steve-O. They are not playing about Steve-O. Period. Yeah, Loco ain't playing. Them niggas ain't playing. Straight up. Knucklehead, what? Knucklehead Punk story. Nah, we ain't doing that. He said Sibo charged a nigga 15 stacks for a verse, but at first he wanted 30. Yeah, Sibo ain't playing. That's a legendary nigga. Why not? He legendary like 40. He legendary like Short. He legendary like Spike. Like, them too. They all came like right after each other. And Sibo got that same lineage. Like, why not? 15 or 30,000. That ain't, nigga, you giving 15 or 30,000 to a nigga that just made a lane for 2 months. Let alone a nigga that got been putting it down for over 30 years, nigga. Like 30 years, nigga. Like, come on, man. Yeah, them niggas get 15, 30,000, nigga. What you think? That ain't nothing new. What you think 42 Short get? I'll wait. Ain't no $5,000, $7,000 backup. He got that on the player price. Because Bo was a couple cities from the nigga. But yeah, man. Yeah, nigga charge that. Niggas worth that. Period. You got motherfucking. You got niggas like, and he's worth it. You got Lil Baby talking about he need 200 a verse. Yeah, man. Why not? Why the fuck not? Any Eclipse stories? Ooh, the ultimate Eclipse story, nigga. And you a good one. You a real nigga, my nigga. Who said that, man? Let me give my nigga a shout out, man. Rest in peace to Eclipse. This nigga name. Real name, Chappelle Hannon. Chappelle Hannon, man. Salute on the Eclipse. You know, that's my cousin. I ain't find out that was my cousin until after the battle. But, yeah, Eclipse. I had to battle against him and Rapper Ron at the same time. So, when we did the infamous battle at Dangerous Studios that happened the next day after CNX was like, yeah, come to the studio. Drew Down getting his album done at fucking Dangerous Studios, which is in West Oakland. Too Short Studio. Ant Banks producing all the fucking songs. Ant Banks produced Pimp of the Year. All that shit. We did the whole Drew Down album was done in motherfucking Too Short Studio, period. So we go to the studio to record, and Too Short got fucking Bad Influence there. You know what I mean? He got fucking Rapper Ron, Ant Dilly Dog, and Eclipse is there. Now I don't know who Eclipse is at this time, but I know or Aunt Dilly Dog, but I know who Rappin' Ron is. Me and Nunn went to school with Rappin' Ron. You know what I mean? We went to junior high school, so when we was in junior high school, like, our crew was lit. It was called Brothers with Potential, and Nunn was like the hottest rapper in the school, and then everybody else was under him. You know what I mean? Ron wasn't on that level back then. You know what I mean? He didn't captivate the lunch when niggas at lunch and niggas get that circle going and motherfuckers get to going. He done captivated like us. So when they said Rappin' Ron, I was like, okay, that's the old school homie. And then Too Short was like, yeah, man, let's do a battle. Yo, no niggas against my niggas, man. Now none didn't have no raps written. You know what I mean? But it was Aunt Dilly Dog, Rappin' Ron, and Eclipse. So boom. I got rhymes. I'm like, let's go. So niggas against me. So I'm rapping against Aunt Dilly Dog, Eclipse, and Rappin' Ron. And each nigga say one rhyme to me. One nigga say a rhyme, I say a rhyme. One nigga say a rhyme, I say a rhyme. One nigga say a rhyme, I say a rhyme. I'm gassing Dilly, I gas Eclipse, and it's just me and motherfucking Ron going at the end. And because, I would say this, because I didn't say the ice cream man, I think that I lost. You know what I mean? Rappin' Ron was a nigga that could freestyle about everything. The shirt you got on, that glass you got on. There was a lot of rappers and shit in there. And he was rapping about all the shit that they got going. They was like, ooh, this is 93. You know what I mean? Before URL and shit like that. When niggas could rebuttal and shit. This is when it's first done. Niggas were bubbling off everything I say. Niggas were rapping about everybody in the room, all the architecture and shit, all the plaques, all the beat drum machines. He was rapping about all that shit. Niggas like, ooh, And then the nigga ended, because the bet was about some pieces. So CNH and Too Short bet, whoever lose got about a whole studio pieces. So Ron ended like this. Nigga, you know you lost, nigga, roll that reefer. CNH, you a bitch, nigga, go buy them pieces. Or some shit like that. Not, no. He didn't call CNH a bitch, but he said something like, CNH, man, go buy that pizza. And niggas like, because the whole bet was about some goddamn pieces. So he won with that. Nigga, he told the nigga go buy the pieces. It was over. Period. But Eclipse was a part of that battle. Period. And then later on, I find out that this nigga my cousin through Gov. And I didn't even know at that time. You know what I mean? So, small world, and rest in peace to my cousin Eclipse, nigga. That nigga was an animal. It wasn't easy. I tell you that. It wasn't easy. Period. Ah, man. Shanika, would you let them know? Shanika said I've been dressing fly since junior high school. Hella money, man. She knew I was a little trap boy. You know what I mean? Back then. Been in Gucci sweatsuits and shit. Shanika tell you, man. Ain't nothing new. Double gooses, all that shit. EK shades, all the shit. Little nuggets and shit. All that little stupid shit that little kids had. That had, you know what I mean? That family that was wiggling. You know what I mean? Everybody had the family. When you got the little kid that looked like a D-boy, all the shit, you know that nigga family wiggling. Period, man. So, yeah, nigga was fly when I was little. I ain't nothing. Nigga still fly right now, you dig? Uh-huh. Good shout out, Shaniqua. She know. That's this, man. We was all in junior high school together, so she know this Rappin' Ron story that I'm talking about. Ask Shaniqua. She was right there. She knows exactly what the fuck it did. You dig? She went to junior high school with me and Rappin' Ron and Upskull. Rappin' Ron won that nigga in junior high. Nigga, we was them niggas. So, you seen the nigga, I'm like, oh, that nigga's whack. I got this. And he probably, I wasn't the hottest nigga at that time. Even Numb and them was the hottest nigga. Keon, Kevin Choice, the niggas was spitters. I was just like bullshit ass rappers. I was more a nigga with the money, you know what I mean? So, later on, I started focusing on the shit, whatever, but at that time, I wasn't a hot nigga. So he probably was like, oh, this little whack, he the wackest in the group. I got this nigga. And he got woke up too. So we both got woke up, you know what I mean? Underestimating each other, you know what I mean? Never judge a book by its cover. Or judge a book by its past history. You know what I mean? Because everything could upgrade. Within a week, a month, a year, or multiple years. Shit could upgrade, my nigga. You ain't gonna be the same nigga that you was in junior high school. And I learned that the hard way. Nigga, rapping rhyme was a fucking animal. Period. Animal. You know what I mean? If you niggas ain't from Oakland, California, you don't understand this. You know what I mean? But if you from Oakland, California, you my age, a little bit younger, in your late 30s, you'll know that nigga rapping rhyme was the nigga. Period. Everybody love rhyme. So, rest in peace of rapping rhyme, nigga. Legend in the Bay. Legend in the town. Straight up. Yeah, Fifi. Messy Marv story, man. Oh, man, come on, man. He's doing stories after story after story, man. That's my nigga, man. Let's see what about Mess, man. I talk about Mess, it's gonna be some wild shit, and all Mess should be wild, so I don't even want to go there, man. You know what I mean? Because it'd be like I'm dissing him. You know what I mean? So I don't want to diss Mess. You know what I mean? But every time I link up with him, it was wild shit. I just ended on that. Shit get wild, baby. Period. You know, as far as shows and shit, we had a lot of shows and shit together. Shit, wow. Wow, wow. But yeah, Mess, man. Niggas gotta give Mess his flowers. Like, niggas act like Mess wasn't that nigga in the Bay, like one of the hardest niggas at that time, nigga. When he was flying his flag, he had it locked, nigga. Like how Filthy Rich got it locked, nigga. That was Messy Marv back then. Back when he was doing his thing, like nigga, like on the street level, yeah, it was Messy Marv, man. Period. Like niggas can't deny that. Like I don't know what personal problems or what happened when he went to jail, and I don't know how he feel about life or whatever. But as far as rap, to me, you can't erase a nigga history, right? You can't. You can't erase that nigga that being the dopest nigga in the Bay at one point in time. One of the dopest, not the dopest, one of the dopest in the Bay. And held his flag down and was running it for a minute. You can't deny that. Period. Now, whatever he's going through right now, you know, God bless him. We got prayers for him. But you can't deny that man history, my nigga. Period. You can't. You cannot. Fuck that. Like, niggas can't erase his history because of his choices right now. You can't erase that man history. He one of the illest from up north. Period. So get that man his flowers, my nigga. That's one of the illest nigga, and I still think he got his way going. You know, even with him going through what he's going right now, he's still kicking up dust and still got, he ain't fell off. He ain't no whack nigga as far as lyrically. You know what I mean? He's still kicking up his shit. You know what I mean? In his lane. So, yeah, man, salute the Mets, man. That's my guy. But if anything I say about him is going to be disrespectful because he just did some wild shit with him. Wow. So, I tell you this, nigga, me and this nigga got 100 thou wow to do an album together. 100 racks. I tell you that. You got 50, I got 50. I tell you that. Yeah, we got a bag together. I tell you that. And he was part of the regime at one time. That All Out War Part 1, he was a regime affiliate. You know? That's when he went hard on Obi Trice and Eminem. And I ended up, you know, meeting Obi Trice, you know, fucking with Detroit niggas, man. Shout out Swifty McVeigh. But fucking with Swift, Obi come through and Obi like, yeah, man, you the nigga that dissed me. I'm like, who dissed you, my nigga? I don't got no problem with you. Nah, you talking about Frisco niggas ain't gay. I said, hold on, my nigga. I'm not from Frisco, my nigga. You got me fucked up. You must thinking about somebody else. I don't remember the song. He like, yeah, nigga, the regime, remember? Woo, woo, woo. I'm like, okay. I didn't want to say who it was. I'm like, nigga, that wasn't me, man. That was somebody else. But I remember Messy Marv shit from the rip. Messy Marv was going hard on that nigga. And going hard on Eminem. You know what I mean? On that, boom, 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 boom. the first song on All Out War, nigga. Literally. And Messi kicked the song off. You know what I mean? I was talking about 50 on my verse, but Messi went on Obi Trice and Eminem. So when I got out there in Detroit, I didn't know the niggas talking about this shit was long ago. But they try to act like, no, not they, but him. Obi Trice, he was, kind of drunk. He like, man, nigga, you said that. I said, nigga, me? I don't even know you like that, nigga. What beef do we got? Nah, you said Frisco niggas ain't gay. I'm not from Frisco. I know what you're talking about, but nah, that ain't me. Go listen to the song, my nigga. You got it twisted. I came at the end of the song, not the beginning. Go listen to it again. You know what I mean? I had to let the nigga know that wasn't me. But yeah. We ended up drinking, because he a drinker and a smoker, so we ended up drinking, taking a couple shots and getting past the shit. But he really thought that, yeah, it was me. I'm like, I wouldn't be out here with, because at this time I'm doing songs with Swift McVay, doing videos and shit for my album, for his album, recording shit. I wouldn't be out there if I disrespected Eminem or D12 or even you. You know what I mean? Period. My beef was strictly with G Unit, 50 Cent. It had shit to do with Eminem or Shady or nah. It was G Unit. They ain't never said no shit about that. So yeah, that was a wild one because of Messy Mark. A wild one. Yeah, damn man. Why did Mess start banging blood in his 30s? You gotta ask that man that. You know what I mean? I don't know what the fuck that man thinking or what he went through when he did that transition. I don't know. You gotta ask that man that. Like, I was there, like, hey, yeah, what he did, he got put on by the OG blood loc. No, I don't know. I have no fucking clue. You gotta ask him that. Period. But you don't ask me how he become a blood, nigga. Like, I'm there. Like, I'm a blood too. Like, we both got jumped in at the same time. Like, nigga, I don't know how that nigga became a blood. Ask that nigga. Nigga's crazy. And ask me about why the next man doing something, my nigga. Ask that man, my nigga. That's got an IG, he lit. That nigga lit. Hit that nigga in a DM with that question. What else y'all talking about? This nigga crazy. Yeah, they said 50 Cent got beef with everybody. That's how it started. I tell you this story about the G Unit shit. Never had no problem with 50. Actually, when the shit came out, he was a fan of the shit. He banging the shit, but at that time, this story is coming out on Gangsta Chronicles. Period. I mean, Digital Soapbox. I did something with Gangsta Chronicles, and I broke that whole shit down. So tune in this week to Gangsta Chronicles to hear how that whole shit break down. But I break the whole shit down, man. How that whole shit happened. Period. You know, how the whole G Unit and Rap a Lot beef started. You know what I mean?
Yes, LA Leakers, just incredible DJ Sour Milk, and the East Bay done stepped into the area. We here. Studio!
close.
They let a motherfucker from Antioch make it to the league.
We here,
Y'all
man.
done fucked up now.
Simba's here. Let's go to set a tone, baby. Come on.
Check. All right, feel me on this, Jay. I say, look, with so much to say, where should I start? They finally let the best kept secret come out the vault. I played my part and I never took shit to heart. So now that I got my time, y'all niggas gon' let me talk. I'm young, but I seen a lot. At 16, I watched the feds hit the spot and run in my mommy's restaurant. I watched my cuz get dope through a neti pot. That's why I care less about these rappers turned debutantes. I was independent at 14 when Webby dropped. Having rap battles with Twan and Fats and Antioch. With one eye on the prize like Fetty Wap. I went into a pool full of money and did a belly flop. Hey Jay, I was on the phone with Wallow and he was telling me to watch out for these hoes I knock. Oh yeah, I had to tell him that I ain't no nigga who just started getting pussy cause his song got hot. I had a car before I had a daydream. I had a crib before I knew how to cook when I was like 18. Most nights it was top ramen and baked beans. I never felt like I was gonna ask a mom for anything. Yeah, I'm in the hills with no service. Trying to dodge bitches who fucking without a purpose. I will never let a woman make me feel less of a man because I don't want to buy.
Whip to official, chain to official, game to official. Sign my initials on the back of that. Still rapping that, grabbing mine. Look at mine. Okay, I do this like who this is calm as a. But I'm still the rudest, the newest and truest. Spit till my face is the bluest, like ooh, it's too hot for hip hop. 8 baby TikTok, ride it from the pit stop. Love for the from the skivvies to the big block. Rolling for the wristwatch. Diamonds are present, look at these peasants. I'm destined to be greater than great. That's just the fate of my fate. Cake, get that cash, spend it fast, pull the. Who's the best? Might I add, that's me. Skate with your ice like I'm Gretzky. Baseball, Pepsi. When it comes to the streets, we synonymous. When it comes to the 12, I'm anonymous. Man, ain't right like typos. You can feel it in your gut like lipo. Touching my from corruption, self-destruction. Cause when I rush and ladies blushing as I pick up the pace, just to look at their face. Pass the baton to my ace. No percussion. With two official chains.
She got a man who want all of me. I go so hard now they calling me. Talk to me nice and don't talk to me. Talk to me nice. Yeah, woosah. And I can never lose no matter who try. If you ain't coming for the crown, what you here for? Pocket full of dough with a say he got a name, but his name ain't ringing like a not Joe. Who the is it? I'm the only first place for the whole crew winning. King 14, I'm a menace. This be crazy, bang boy did it. This shit mine, I ain't even kidding. Shout out to my haters, but I'm living. Everybody eat every day, Thanksgiving. Put my on, everybody chilling. Now we go feeling. Came up by the what's your wood? Wonderful. Talk to me nice and don't talk to me. You not the crew, then don't walk with me. She got a man who want all of me. I go so hard, now they calling me. Talk to me nice and don't talk to me. You not the crew, then don't walk with me. She got a man who want all of me. I go so hard, now they calling me. I call my when I'm in need. Not sending no verse, you don't send the fees. Just got a bag, I finesse with ease. Warriors round me, not threes. I go so hard like a heavyweight. Trust me, don't hesitate. They better pray for a better day. He talking crazy with. Mama told me don't ever just let it wait. So get down in the business in any way. Like who the said you be popping there? You just came now, I'm king of the underground. I'm flexing finesse on these. I probably feed you to my. Remember they said I was finished. It's crazy, I'm still getting bigger. It's crazy how I come against you. We made it and look how they did this. Photoshop cropping the picture. We getting richer. I'm focused, my big name more commas. I'm breaking the bank with my. Maybe they play me, they trying to be cool with me now. My records be breaking the ground. In my face. No chance, pockets on lines on, big baller brand. Talk to me nice and don't talk to me. You not the crew, then don't walk with me. She got a man who want all of me. I go so hard, now they calling me. Talk to me nice and don't talk to me. You not the crew, then don't walk with me. She got a man who want all of me. I go so hard, now they calling me. Talk to me nice and don't talk to me. You not the crew, then don't walk with me. She got a man who want all of me. I go so hard, now they calling me. Talk to me nice and don't talk to me. You not the crew, then don't walk with me. She got a man who want all of me. I go so hard, now they calling me. Butterfly doors, live up on a two-door coupe, yeah. All my life I say the others see for you, yeah. You know if I'm yeah, I hope these BBS's make these tell the truth, yeah. I'm a living legend, how I'm living is the proof, ay. I got all these diamonds, I was trying to shine with you, yeah. I just left hanging on a chandelier. That way when you're gone, that still feel like you're here. I like the way you steer. I got lots of options, baby, I got volunteers. I was on my way back home, but you got me switching gears. I shouldn't text and drive, but these feelings interfere. If you tell me lies, tell me what I wanna hear. I'm about to blow, I just need another year. I know that you're lonely, it's been 10 days in a row. My lifestyle so private, I can no longer fly coast. Yeah, I switch different whips, but I got the same approach. Yeah, she mad, I don't text her every time I make a post.
And known as the laughing stock of the NFL, losing game after game, and going quarterback after quarterback after quarterback after quarterback until they found one, Baker Mayfield. Baker Mayfield showed signs of at least being a competent quarterback for the Browns from day one, going 6 and 7 as a rookie, while throwing for 3,700 yards and 27 touchdowns in 2018. Already being on his fourth head coach in 3 years, along with a slew of player changes across the board, the Browns' game plan for this season offensively has mostly been led by a strong running game while also having Mayfield throw when need be. Having both Nick Chubb and Kareem Hunt has helped keep the interceptions down as well. While only having 3 Pro Bowlers on the team and a negative point differential somehow, someway, the Cleveland Browns this season have been able to get their first 10-win season since 2007, where they finished 10 and 6, but unfortunately still missed the playoffs. With a 7th seed in play now, it seems that their postseason chance. But when was the last time this team actually made the playoffs? The NFL, of course, looked very different 18 years ago in 2002. Only 3 active players were in the league back then: Tom Brady,
All We got
Browns fans, it's that time of the year. It's close to the end of the regular season. And I wanted to make sure this video goes out before the weekend starts because you're going to need to watch a lot of games this weekend to know not just if the Browns are going to make the playoffs, but if they do, who will they play? Will they play at home? What kind of scenarios are available? A lot of stuff is on the table in Week 16. The Browns could be out the playoffs by the results of Week 16. The Browns could be in the playoffs. The Browns could be on track to get the 2 seed. That range, so I'm going to go over all those scenarios with you guys. Now, before I do that, I want to give a quick shout out to Patreon.com, which is all check tier members. As always, let's start with Michael C. Gregory, Sam Harris, Corporal Nick Lopez, Mandela Moore, the only Browns fan in Wisconsin, Batman, Jake Phillips, Rush Shear, Barack Kumar, John Albert, Masayumu, Buzzaro, Ethan Ringauer, James Emo, Backhouse, Reverse, Justin Cole, Philip Wilcox, Marie Weaver, Timothy McClure, Keith Anderson, Joshua Still, Sean Barron, Gagos Bazzano, Don Mazzulo, Ian Whitaker, Colin 216, Anthony Latham, Christian, Dave Strong, Michael Stone, Soul Train, Charles Ward, Dan in West Texas, Billy, Michael Holdenack, Josh Bendor, Dylan Hell, Andrew Steho, David Maldonado, Chad Gibby, Rex Kaufman, Aaron Hall, Bruce Gentry, Patrick F. Austin Z, Mark Burnett II, Andre Griffin, Otis Wolf, IT Rex, Austin Bowler, Jesus Serrano, Joshua Paulus, Chris Falls, Big Don Browns back, Max Out Dojo, Beerman 069, SSJ Swift, Andrew Hirsch, Philip Dangerous 113, Dave Mike May, John Cummings, Robert Jermaine, Cleveland Anthony O, Rennie, Stuart Moore, TJ Showman, on Q, Mark M, Jarrell Salim, Martha Crustnut, Ryan T, Jonathan Frederick, CK, Aaron Green, Joseph Stevens, Water Bear, Mark Davis. Thank you so much for supporting this channel through Patreon. I appreciate you guys. Also, Christmas Eve, so celebrate Christmas. Merry Christmas Eve. Okay, Merry Christmas tomorrow. Without further delay, let's break down the playoffs. Jump to back eight and into the playoffs. What are these scenarios? What can happen? What can happen? Baltimore is playing much better than their 11-5 record says right now, and that's saying a lot. They're probably one of the more dangerous 7 seeds Buffalo's not a good team. I think Buffalo's a really good team. I just don't think a lot of teams would like to play Baltimore Ravens right now, especially the Bills kind of struggle when it comes to stopping the run. And if they stop the run, you're not going to do something like that. That's how I'm just trying to make it kill and didn't happen overnight. They talk about my name so much they start to get off. I gotta ask you what's your motivation? Are you driven? All right. So let's say all of this stuff happens, right? Let's say the Dolphins win the game, right? And the Browns lose against the Steelers. They go from being the third season, 12-4 third season, on playoff game. Oh my gosh. They're completely out the playoffs. That's the scenario, right? That game right there would be massive, not just for Pittsburgh, because Pittsburgh on the line, because your playoffs are on the line, right? It would be just like 17 and 2018, where the Steelers were watching the Browns, because if the Browns won, they would be Ravens won. They would be kind of the same scenario. First time playoffs for one. So that's the scenario. That's why they're now, let's talk about a scenario where some upsets happen, right? Let's say, New England sneaks one against Buffalo, right? And then, let's just say that one happens. Look what happens to the bracket. The Browns get to play the Dolphins. The Colts play the Steelers. Tennessee, Buffalo. And again, the Ravens don't make it. But even the Ravens could make it here. Let me see. If that happens, then the Browns would play the Ravens. But you see why this is not likely, right? It would take the Bills to a non-playoff Patriots team and the Dolphins. So if the Bills lose out, the Browns win out, they could be the second seed. And if the Raiders win, Baltimore gets in, which also means that, the Browns will play Baltimore 2-7. Not necessarily the matchup we want. Definitely want this one, right? I would love to see Tua Tagovailoa, rookie, playing his first playoff game in Cleveland against his good Browns team. If you're a Browns fan, that's the scenario you want. That's a favorable scenario. I think the Browns can win that game. And I think that's the game you can win the easiest. Let's say nothing's easy in the playoffs, but I think that's the best matchup for the Browns in that first playoff. So for Week 16, this is probably one of your best case scenarios, not necessarily the best case. It's debatable which one would be, but this is definitely one of them. And that would include the Dolphins winning, the Browns winning, the Ravens can win or lose that game. If they lose, win it, that doesn't really matter in this scenario. The Colts winning, you need that. And you need the Bills to be upset by the Patriots. That would open up two seats. Miami coming in there. But again, let's be realistic here. If the Bills lose that game against the Patriots, they're not resting anybody for that Week 17 game, and they're probably going to win that one. That just put Baltimore in. Buffalo would still have the 2 seed and get the tiebreaker over Cleveland. Get to play Tennessee, and that's the main scenario for the Browns. Probably playing Tennessee. If you can win out, and you need to win out at this point to kind of have an extra secure thing. Now you can clinch if you're the Cleveland Browns if this happens. Right? Say the Raiders win, nothing that happens Week 17 really affects your playoff status. You'll just be either the 7th seed or you'll be the 5 seed. So you can clinch in that scenario. So let's work with that scenario, right? Let's say you want the Browns to clinch, you want a short thing going into Week 17. Okay, that makes a ton of sense. Say the Bills win here. That just makes more sense. The Bills aren't going to lose the Patriots here. And go to Week 17. Let's say the Dolphins win. Let's say the Ravens win, the Browns win, the Titans win, the Colts win. And this is your playoff, right? But let's say the Titans blow it.
Keep taking that.
Now you're playing Baltimore. Or let's say both the Titans and the Browns blow it. But now you're playing Indianapolis. So that might actually be a better scenario than if you would have won out. This playoff race this year is so absolutely insane. It makes no sense. I think some of the tiebreaker rules are not the greatest greatest tiebreaker rules that have ever been created in mankind history. But, you know, this isn't what it is. It gets wild once you get to this point here, right? All right, so let's go over a tie scenario, right? Let's say the Miami Dolphins tie. The Browns would win. So that Saturday game is really the most realistic shot, right? If you're hoping to clinch your Week 16, you need a tie or a win by the Raiders. Baltimore will also need that. So, you know, if you don't want Baltimore in the playoffs, you're playing a riskier game then. But there is a scenario in which that game happens. Week 17, the Dolphins win, and the Ravens are up, right? And the Titans are the 7th seed playing Buffalo. It's a rough matchup. Browns in the 3rd seed get to play Miami. It's a nice matchup. Steelers are the 5th seed playing Indy. Another rough matchup with Pittsburgh. So, again, interesting scenarios. A lot of things can happen. Almost all of it hinges on the result of this game, because when you look at this week's matchups with these wild card teams, there's only 2 games that are up for grabs, and one of them is less up for grabs than the other, right? I mean, the Browns are playing the Jets. In all realness, the Browns should win that game. Now, they could lose that game. That'll blow things wide open, but that's upset territory. That's in the same vein as like the Bills losing to the Patriots this week. It can happen. It shouldn't happen, but it definitely can happen. But if you look at the things that are more likely not going to happen, you know, again, the Ravens Giants is another one that's not probably going to happen. There's where the Giants ended out against the Ravens. But it's these 2 games. It's the Colts versus Pittsburgh, which I feel like Pittsburgh is not going to be favored to win that game even at home after they lost to the Cincinnati Bengals on Monday Night Football. And it's the Miami Dolphins and Ravens. This game has playoff implications. How it goes. The Dolphins are going to be playing the Bills, but in this scenario, the Bills would have nothing to really compete for because they're not, their seeding's not going to change more than a loss, so they're probably going to take a little mini bye in that week. The Titans are going to be playing the Houston Texans pretty easily. The Jaguars versus the Colts. The Colts beat pretty easily in a game in this scenario. This game becomes the most important. If the Raiders lose, this game doesn't matter as much because both the Browns and the Steelers are going to make the playoffs. Only thing on the line is the division, so you don't have to worry about having everything on the line in that game. But again, you know, hey, but if the Raiders lose this one, right, and it's likely that they will, then everything goes to this matchup, which will be on Sunday Night Football. Because again, it's not just going to be the Browns playoff hopes or the Steelers division hopes. It's also going to be Baltimore's playoff hopes are going to be on the line. You know, a lot of seeding games are going to change. Like this will be, there's no other game on the NFL schedule that will be as consequential in Week 17 if the Browns win and the Dolphins win this weekend and everybody else in the playoff race wins this weekend. Then that game will be the most, it will be the closest to a playoff game that we're going to have. Not because the loser will be eliminated, but because the winner or the loser of that matchup is going to determine so many things, right? It determines whether the Browns have a playoff berth and a home playoff game versus not making the playoffs and the Ravens making it. Because again, if the Browns lose that game, Ravens get in, changes a bunch of seeding around, and that's the playoffs. That's it. You know, the Browns would have won 11-5, had this great run, chance at the division, nope. Nothing to show for it at the end of the year. So that would be the most important matchup. But for right now, this game, Miami Dolphins and the Las Vegas Raiders is the most important matchup of all of this. Because if just one simple thing happens, this Raiders win, then the Browns win, and everybody else wins, then the Browns' life gets easier, and the